Okay, so for the next thing, I think the mixing of two pieces of geometry would be a really good step. Let's say I want to mix a brayer and a squircle together to make something else. Okay, so we can do that. Let's go in here and first create mesh cube, and then add a modifier subsurface to it, and then also take that and apply it, and that should always keep it that way. So what my idea here is to add this to the top of the mix. So if I look at this, let's go into a top view. Okay. And I can also look at this in wireframe. That way I can see down the center of the object. So I kind of want to blend this center to this center. Look at that. Okay. Now I'll rotate around and I have this. So wouldn't it be cool if I can maybe blend these two objects together? First off, what is the resolution on the square corresponding to the resolution on the ball? So let's go back into solid and then back into edit mode, and I could quickly tab between the two, right? Okay, I see there's 4 faces here, and I see there's 4 faces on the bottom of this, but that's not going to give me much of a shape because this is already a very low res object, and this is starting to become a higher res object at this point. So I might want to take the ball and add one more subsurface level to it, and then go in and maybe apply that. Take the two objects and then join them together. And I think I went in there and joined those, but again, Control J works a lot better than using the stupid menu. Okay, let's go back in edit mode. And now I have to kind of make way for some of this geometry. So if I have 4 here, 4 there, I want to make sure that I get that. So here, I'm going to take my faces. I'm going to take 4 faces out the bottom of this one. But before I do, I want to take and flatten those out. So I'm going to hit Scale and Z. Just like that. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is take these faces right here, and maybe I'm going to take and extrude them once, click with the left mouse button, and then scale, and scale them in just a little bit. And then go ahead and delete them using X faces. And do the same with the 4 on the bottom of the ball. X faces. Okay, now what we have to do is blend the two items together. Now you could do that in several ways, but I like this way the best. Basically going in and taking the edges and grab one edge at a time for right now until we get savvier. F on the keyboard will make a new face for that edge. Just like that. And you're probably wondering, is there a faster way? I would say the fast way is not as it's not very reliant. Let's just say that. So I'll show you that maybe later on. And that has to do with more of a mirror issue where it actually bonds to it better. But for right now, I would say this is the best way, a slow and steady pace until you get really good at Blender. Okay, just like that. And what's really nice about this is, well, it takes and bonds the edges and the vertices together. So let's take this for example. If I go in here to vertice mode and grab this vertice, you'll see moving that around does not affect anything. It has bonded the two together just fine. And if I grab these edges, sure enough, these edges are also bonded together. Okay, that's good. Now, in other packets, you would also have to merge the vertices usually. So to make this look better, I'm going to do a K loop cut right here, and then an S to scale it uniformly. Okay, and I'm also going to do something around this part right here that I'm going to show you. I'm going to go back into a view and go to side and go into the vertices. A to deselect, B to box select, and there is a mesh vertices smooth. Okay, mesh vertices smooth, which is W-Alt-1 on the keyboard. Okay, nice. Another little loop cut maybe in this area. And let's smooth this whole item out and see what it looks like. Let's go back into object mode. Let's do a modifier, subsurface. Add another level to it. Very nice. Okay, so just that way of modeling right there get you amazing results later on. And it's all about matching your resolution. So you don't want your resolution on your square to get too high, because further division on your square could lead to too many polys within your scene. Start building your parts out, and this is another good way to build parts for ZBrush too, which ZBrush doesn't care if you have a million polygons. So you can build them here, import them into ZBrush, and then add them to your character. Alright, so that's it for this video, and on to more modeling methods.